What's up, guys? Game Fan of All Games here, and I'm back giving you another drama script Saturday. Finally, on a Saturday after 2 weeks, finally had time to record this. But are you ready for all of this wrestling that is coming in October? So here's the full wrestling lineup for all the major wrestling promotions. So Monday is Raw at 8. Also on Mondays is going to be ROH's main show. Then on Tuesday, Impact is back on television. And then also on Tuesday is OVW. OVW is going to be on television. Now here's the day that everyone's going to be focused on. Wednesday is NXT at 8, and also is All Elite Wrestling at 8 on TNT. So that's where the real which show are you going to watch is going to take place. Thursday, Uncharted Territory Season 2 starts at 8 on Thursday. Friday, SmackDown, Fox. You guys all know the details. Saturday, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Women of Wrestling, and MLW. 6 days of wrestling, and 7 days if you count when these promotions have pay-per-views. So yeah, if this is, I haven't been this excited to be a wrestling fan, I want to say, since the late 90s to early 2000s. This is like a fucking fantastic time to be a wrestling fan. So, and it seems like WWE is shoving their chips all in for Friday night SmackDown, due to Fox wanting all the ratings for the show that they basically paid $1 billion for the next 5 years. So, with starting the first show October 4th, they already announced the main event: Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. I hope we're all wrong. I hope something happens and Kofi pulls something out of his ass and he wins. Like, I hope this is like all, like, I hope they just don't give Brock the title on the first day. First day on the job, give him the title. I hope not. I really hope not. But at the same time, they want ratings. But at the same time, is Brock really going to be at every SmackDown? Because when he had the title, he's had the Crimson Red Belt 2 times. So even those 2 times where he had the title, he wasn't on every Raw. So I don't want them to, they're going to put the title on him for ratings and he's not going to be at every SmackDown. Kofi, because of the Raw call rule, was borderline at every Raw and SmackDown since he's won the title, which was great. So, but you're not going to get the same from Brock. Obviously, he's not going to be at every SmackDown, let alone do both shows. But since they're redoing the draft, since they do need to redo the draft, like I think I mentioned on the last previous drama script this Saturday, that I don't even remember who's on what show. With the 24/7 title, and then the wild card rule, and then WWE not following their own rule, it's very confusing. Only people I know 100% are on what shows. I know Seth was drafted to Raw, and Roman was drafted to SmackDown. Those are the only 2 people that I'm confident about that I'm right on those shows. And obviously Kofi's New Day is on SmackDown. I think Braun got drafted to Raw. R-Truth technically is on SmackDown, but because of the 24-hour rule, he's on both shows. Carmella is on SmackDown, but because of the 24-hour title, both shows. So it's out of those stars, it's very hard for me to. Oh, Daniel Bryan, obviously, but wild card rule. So there was a point in time where both him and Eric were on both shows. So, but out of those, it's very hard to pinpoint permanently If you don't have a title, who's on what show? So this draft is going to be a real draft. No wild card rule. Hopefully it doesn't become a thing because, well, what are we? What, 4 months in? 4 or 5 months in, and I'm still confused about who's on what show. So hopefully they never do this again. But the real draft, I don't think it starts on the 4th. No, I think the draft starts on the 11th. Yeah, the first draft starts on the 11th on SmackDown, and then it will continue on Raw on the 14th on the Monday. So I'm excited for that, but just expect the draft to be heavily lopsided. Expect SmackDown to get all of the good stars because Fox wants all the good stars because Fox wants all the ratings. So they're trying to slowly make SmackDown Raw, if you get what I'm saying. They're trying to, because of Fox, they want SmackDown to be the A show. I just hope they don't make SmackDown 3 hours, because wrestling to me is perfect at a 2-hour pace, and then you do the 3-hour thing at pay-per-views. Makes sense. Raw at times being, even with the wild card rule, even with adding the extra superstars, there's always a point in time where, there's always a stale point in time on a Raw where it drags for like a good 30 minutes. So I believe that all wrestling shows should stay 2 hours, and then the pay-per-view would be the 3-hour mark. Oh, and now pay-per-views, now you have a reason for the pay-per-view to be a 4-hour mark, because both rosters are totally different. They're going to treat it like 2 separate brands, which they are 2 separate brands. So now it would make sense that if the pay-per-view was 4 hours long, because you have to have the SmackDown feuds matches that build up to the pay-per-view, and you have to have the Raw build up that leads to the pay-per-view. So now it would make sense, but please keep it at 3 hours. Don't for pay-per-views. A 4-hour pay-per-view outside of WrestleMania is pretty long. Borderline a work shift. 1 more hour, yeah, there's work shifts that are 5 hours. So there's borderline a work shift. But moving on, they're changing all the announced teams. So the Raw announced team is going to be on SmackDown, and they're bringing Jerry the King Lawler back for the Raw commentary, and Vic Joseph and D'Lo Madden for Raw. And then the SmackDown team is just going to be the old Raw team. So like I said, they're really pushing everything in SmackDown's favor. But I'm very interested in this lineup. I'm 100% watching All Elite Wrestling. That's a given. 100% watching All Elite Wrestling. 100% watching SmackDown. I may get curious and tune into Impact from time to time just to see what they're going on, because I know Rob Van Dam is back. I know they brought back Ken Shamrock. I know these are old people that's been in the industry for a long time, but I'm interested. I'm interested to see what Impact is doing. And mind you, this is just all the main promotions. This is nothing about all the indie action that goes on and all the promotions that goes on in the UK. This is all the stuff that's going to be layered on national US, United States television. But yeah, I'm mostly going to be focusing on AEW just because it's the newest thing. So I'm very, very looking forward to Wednesdays. So yeah, what promotion are you excited to follow up on this fall and going forward? Because this is a lot of fucking wrestling. You can't even sugarcoat it. This is a lot of wrestling. A lot. This is a lot of wrestling. But let me know in the comments what you guys are interested in. What organization are you interested on watching the most? And until next Saturday, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy all of this wrestling. And I'm out of here. Later. And peace.